On the Heights is a programme where 4 artists have been invited to come and actually spend time in Yorkshire Sculpture Park and actually live there and live together. Almost like a theme park, you know, when you've got a couple of hours to play before everybody else arrives.
Our brief essentially is to respond to the landscape and the sculpture park.
I feel like I've spent most of my time in the archive, and then I do walks in the magic hour.
I've been working a lot with plants recently and thinking about the folklore and mythology and symbolism associated with plants. So this is the boathouse. I'm using it as a place to experiment with these bits of seeds and thistles and things that I'm gathering. I've been reading a lot about Yorkshire folklore and the ways in which the kind of folkloric stories that have developed alongside the landscape are kind of inscribed in the landscape.
In my practice, I'm really interested in utilitarian kind of raw materials and apparatus and kind of everyday apparatus and how they're used. And actually the main point of focus for me over the last 10 days has been the lakes. So the lakes are man-made, late 18th, 19th century. So that's been my kind of channeled my kind of ideas and energy on the lakes, and I think that's where my work will eventually manifest.
I'm very interested in the sites that have been used for films. I love that kind of time travel when you're watching a film and then you're sort of visiting the site, and that sort of somehow how spaces kind of are laid on top of each other. It's like an archaeological dig. My proposal for this residency was to look at the idea of waste in film editing processes and in writing, so the footnote or the kind of surplus matter that doesn't make it into the final cut.
I'm working on a film which somehow synthesises all these different recordings of rehearsal, recordings of performance inside, outside, and with no sense of continuity. Everything was just freely moving and changing. So rather than trying to kind of match this all in like one would traditionally do within a video, to actually really enjoy this process.